Today we're going to be talking about the JFlowers Tactical Pool Cue Case. So if you were watching the Moscone Cup and you saw Jason Shaw and Mickey Krause walk out there with these things slung over their shoulders, you were probably like, what is that? That's what I was. I was like, what is that? So there's no videos out there really actually talking about the in-depth features of this pool cue case. It's not going to be for everyone, but it is for some of us who have a gear problem. Let's look into it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm gonna get my declaration out of the way right at the start. Is this a sponsored video? Nope. I brought this case in myself with my own money because I am in the market for something like this. There's a reason why there is so much garbage on this table right now, so I'm gonna show you a little bit later. Are you gonna get an unbiased opinion watching this video? Probably not. I am a huge fan of JFlowers. I love what they do. I've done plenty of videos of them in the past. However, I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't matter to me if you buy this or not. This video is all about just an in-depth, closer look at something that you haven't seen on YouTube yet, okay? However, if something I said in this video sways you to buy it, I do have an affiliate link, and that really does help the channel out if you use that affiliate link. Okay, so why would you buy a pool cue case like this? Well, I can think of two reasons. One, you like to sport all your cues. You like to bring them out with you for whatever reason. I'm thinking you're a person that likes to wheel and deal on the side, you're making sales, whatever. You've got flexibility, you've got storage. This is a 6x8. That means 6 butts, 8 shafts. And there's a lot of flexibility on the inside. Well, I'll show you once I open it up, okay? The other reason, and it is the reason why I bought it, is because of gear, okay? Some of us might say that we have a problem, okay? By no means am I gonna bring all of these things, okay? But there's two types of gear that I have on this table here, right? We've got pool gear, right? I've got extensions, I've got patches, I've got tip tools, chalk holders. I would never bring this brush. I just have it here as an example, right? But some people do. I've seen people with a brush in their bag, right? Claws, towels, whatever, okay? Does this have the flexibility to put that in the case? I'm gonna show you this long pocket. It's something. Here's my problem, okay? I'm a content creator. So when I go to the pool cue or the pool hall, I'll clip my Insta360 X3, right? Right from lights, right? For me to do that, this is a small camera. It's very easy, right? But you've got attachments, right? You've got tripods. Maybe I want to do a time lapse. Selfie sticks, right? Clamps. So, and plus batteries. What if I run out of batteries? Battery bank. There's a lot of camera things and accessories that I personally like to get into my bag, okay? So that's my issue. Here's the thing, okay? This is what I had before. The JFlowers 3x5. I still can't believe that this is $99. I think it is the best deal on the market, okay? Easily, $99 for this? What sold me on this is that inside organization pocket, okay? I'm a kind of an anal guy. I really do liked the organization that it provided me. Plus you had slots, your jump cue, your extension. I was sold the second I saw it on my buddy's channel when he streamed it, okay? Coincidentally, JFlowers, if you're watching this, you wanna know how you could improve this? Take this back pocket and duplicate it on the front. Nobody uses this front here, right? These two zippers, which is basically one pocket. It looks like two, it's not. It's just one pocket and it's so tight, no one uses it. Duplicate the pocket, okay? Charge $150. I might not have bought this. That might have given me enough of the storage that I required, right? Food for thought, I digress. That's the old case, but now I'm to the tactical. And for storage, you can't go wrong. This pocket spans the entire case. And look how it flops open, okay? It's because of this accordion-like material here. It's not stressed. It just flops open, right? And you've got some amazing features in here, okay? The mesh on the side, on the inside of the pockets, and it is segmented, it's stitched down. So basically you have 3 compartments where you can put all your giblets on, whatever you want to do. You've got a Ziploc case on the side here, and you've got an area for cards. So that is a nice feature, okay? Lots of room in that storage. But here's the kicker. You've got 2 zippers on the outside, right? So this one here would be perfect for, I'm thinking at least, your glove or chalk, or when you go to a pool tournament and let's say it's a bar box tournament and you've got change. This is the change pocket for me. That's where I would be putting my change for plugging tables. And then of course, you've got the long pocket here on the outside. Look, I've got a selfie stick in there, right? So the options that you have, that's the storage of the bag, okay? It's all on one side of the cue case, and I like it, right? If you want to access it, all your storage is right here at your fingertips. So whether you want to go into the main pocket, the zipper pocket on the outside, or the small zipper pocket on the outside. I'm not going to waste your time talking about measurements, but I'm going to quickly confirm that yes, it's about 4 pounds, 33 inches long. The depth is 7 inches. It's water resistant. It's not waterproof. I wouldn't leave this out in the rain. It doesn't have one of these selling features like the original pool cue case that I bought in the 90s, okay? I remember the selling feature for this was you could run over this and your cues would be okay. You can't run over your cues in this. This is a softer case, okay? I give you a 99.9% guarantee that you're never gonna run over your pool cue case, okay? You're just not. Just for a quick comparison weight-wise, this right here is 2.5 pounds, right? I went from this Acme stand-up case. This is a 4x8. This is 7 pounds. It is a beast, okay? 7 pounds empty. Here's the thing, again, with the storage and why I'm anal. So many pool cue cases are like this, where we have this crazy thing on Earth called gravity, and everything goes to the bottom. So if I need to go in here, I'm taking things out just to get at the small thing that I want, okay? Same thing with the long pocket. Most pool cue cases are like this. I can't stand it. That's why I went to that 3x5, right? Because of the organization, right? 7 pounds, 2.5 pounds, well, I'm going back up to 4 pounds empty, okay? Just because of the space and the flexibility that this one gives me. Another smart feature about this bag is what I call the reinforcement pads. I don't know what they call them, that's what I call them. So on the bottom, when you stand up the pool cue case, you've got a hard pad, right? And that's what provides the rigidity to the bottom so that you can stand it up because you don't want it flopping over. And then also, because a lot of the time we're gonna access the case like this with the storage, they have 3 more pads on this side, right? Right there and there. Okay, so really like that feature. It also creates a little bit of separation because there's going to be people that are going to have it on tables at the pool hall and they're going to slide it, right? They're going to slide it off the table. Well, now you're sliding on these pads here, okay? So I really, really like that feature because, you know, talking about scuffs, you know, that's going to avoid the scuffs on the bottom. If those weren't there, what would the bottom of this pool cue case look like after a year? Right? Important question. This is my first pool cue case that actually has backstraps. That is new to me, okay? So what am I seeing here? Obviously you've got the 4 clips for the backstraps. They are comfortable when I wear this. There's a lot of padding here on these backstraps. Of course, they're adorned with the JFlowers logo. It is all over this case, by the way. I'm sure you've noticed that, okay? Here's the thing that is interesting to me, right? You've got the back straps I mean, what do you call the front of this case, right? I think that this is the front. So since the wider part is the side, they put the back straps on the side, okay? You want to put it on the wider part because it creates less stress on your back here. And that's why it's so comfortable when I put it on, okay? You don't want to have it right here, okay? Because it's longer, right? It's sticking out from your back even more. It's already a big case, but you want it only sticking out that 6 inches, right? It's 7 inches, and it makes a difference, okay? So it's on the side. So it's important to understand that when you have it on, I consider this the front, right? So basically the front of your pool cue case is pointed to the side, if that makes sense. So for example, you see? It's not facing straight back. It's facing to the side. Well, it looks big on me, eh? It's a big boy. Let's talk about handles, okay? There's 2 handles on this one, all right? You've got on the side here and you have on the top, okay? Now this loop on the top, well, let me go to the 3x5. You see how the 3x5 has a loop here too? I use this all the time. I rarely used this handle here. When I was taking it off tables, I just used the loop, you know, and I'd lift it up from there. I don't think I'll do that with this top loop here on this one as much, simply because of the shape and how it's configured, right? If I were to slide it or pick it up, the weight of it pulls it forward for me, okay? I think I'm going to be using this handle a whole lot more, right? Because I can just go here, I can slide easily, and I can lift easily, right? It's a big case, but it's not that heavy. I've got all my pool cues in it right now, okay? I've got 2 breakers, a jumper, and a playing cue, right? So there's a lot of cues in there right now. But once you have it up in here, then you can go straight into your backpacks, right? So I think I'm going to be using these handles. However, I don't know if you thought this, I know I thought this was a weird look, right? Because it looks like it goes straight into the case. What's happening here is you can unclasp this and you can shove these right down into these gaps, I call them, into the bag, right? There's room in here. I wouldn't want to store anything here, but the purpose of it is you can unclasp it and you can shove it right in. And there's a magnetic clasp on each side, okay? So you don't have to push it like a snap button. It's a magnet. So literally, you hear that? And easy magnet, okay? So you can hide these handles. I've tried it myself. I think I'm gonna be keeping this handle out, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. Everybody's different. Another thing about the pool cue case that I didn't know was this tactical badge. It's actually a Velcro. So if you by chance have a custom Velcro made up, you can replace the tactical and put your custom Velcro on there. I just think that's a really cool feature. Okay, let's talk about the clasp. Same clasp that is on the 3x5, okay? So I've had this clasp over a year. It's a solid quality. It's not gonna break on you. The best way to open it, don't go from the bottom, go from the top, okay? Go from the top. That's the thing to remember, okay? So you unclasp it there and you unzip. Now, what I would suggest to you is do not unzip all the way here, okay? Because you're gonna create stress on your zippers. And I can't see them lasting if you do that. You want to take the zippers all the way to the very end here, okay? Very, very important, because now there's literally no rigidity, right? There's a lot of stress on these zippers, and if you don't unzip them all the way, you're gonna wreck your zippers here. I can't see the zippers lasting, so be very careful about that, okay? Time will tell about that feature of the case, okay? So now we're gonna access it. You unzip these ones as well, okay? Another concern I have on the case now is if these were gone, this flops all the way to the bottom and is out of the way. It's not a major thing. It's just, look, the handles keep it up there. Maybe you can do that, right? And get it out of your way. I kind of like doing that. Get it out of your way. So it's not a concern. It's just, that's what I'm going to be doing, right? Because the handles are going to stay. Now you have access to the pool cue case. As I said before, it's a 6x8. 6 butts, 8 shafts. In the front, as Jason Shaw said in his video, you've got 2 compartments that are dedicated to the break and the jump butt. Okay, the 2 butts. So when you're looking at the pool cue case, it is actually dedicated to be breaker on the left when you're looking at it and your jump butt on the right, okay? And damn, the RPG. Oh, the RPG jumper. You want to see a video on that? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, there's my jump butt. And here is my BRKR breaker, okay? Dedicated. So if by chance you put the jumper butt into the left side, it would fall to the bottom. And that's why I think this is here, is if something falls to the bottom, you can zip it down and you can retrieve it, right? You can unzip it. Each one of these has a zipper, okay? From the top, you've got 2 rows of shafts. That's where you put your shafts, they're in the middle. And you can think of a horseshoe. All the butts circle around it, like so. So there's plenty of storage for your cues in this case. It's insane, actually, right? So very, very cool. I've got a little secret storage space to show you here. I thought that it was really interesting. If you zip down here, you've got some extra storage space on the front portion of this cue case. So for example, I've got my Insta360 extra long selfie stick. I would never take this to a pool hall, but I'm just trying to show you guys. I mean, this is a monster, right? And it's more girthy than a pool cue. But I can shove this in here too, right? You've got some flexibility at that portion of the case. So that is a secret hiding spot in case you trying to hide something. I don't mean to suggest anything nefarious, but I thought that was really cool. So, in conclusion, is this the right pool cue case for you? I don't know. Only you can make that decision. Only you. You're the one. So, I don't know. It's going to be the right pool cue case for me simply because of storage and simply because of gear. I'm not going to take all of this. I'm just, like I said, I put it out here just to show you all the things that us crazy kooks like to carry around with us when we play this game that we love, okay? But there are a ton of aspects to this pool cue case that I think are phenomenal. And to my knowledge, I don't know if there's anything out there that is like this one, right? Like I've seen a ton of pool cue cases, right? I've had a ton of pool cue cases. This one is unique, right? And if there is something that looks like this, put the link in the comments. I'd love to see it, right? Like, what is this competing against, right? A case that stands up like this and has accessibility like this. Certainly the storage is the selling feature for me. I'll give you an update in the comments after a few months of me actually using it. I've literally haven't even taken it out yet. In fact, I'm going to take it to the pool hall later today just to get some B-roll and show you guys what it looks like on women who are generally smaller than men, and a few guys just to show you. My one concern is the zipper up here. I mean, it's not a defect, but it's just my biggest piece of advice here is these zippers on the top, you make sure you open them the whole way, like I said, okay? Because the last thing you want is to kink a zipper, okay? Because then, I mean, I have a mother-in-law who's a whiz. She could probably fix it for me, right? But some of us don't have mother-in-laws that we love so much. So there is that, okay? JFlowers knocked it out of the park. JFlowersCues.com, that's where it's at. I think I paid $240. I think it was $240, $230, $240, right? That is a sale price. They say it's going up to over $300. So $310, $320. That's a sizable investment. Remember, this pool cue case in the 90s, I spent $40 on it, and I remember saying, whoa, I can't believe I spent $40 on a pool cue case. Anyway, we do spend some money, right? But there are more expensive pool cue cases out there. I mean, if you doubt JFlowers as a pool cue case manufacturer, understand this is where they came from, okay? Before they were making the $300 full carbon fiber shaft low deflection cue and busting into that market, they were making pool cue cases. And if you go to that website, jflowerscues.com, you can go on to the cue cases and you can spend $1,500 on a genuine leather pool cue case. I would never do that. That's crazy to me. That's not what I'm looking for, and quite frankly, they're unattractive to me. I would never spend that kind of money on a pool cue case. I just spent over $200 though on a pool cue case, so there is that, right? Anyways, I'm rambling. I gotta stop. I promised that I wasn't gonna ramble. So thank you, JFlowers, for making this awesome pool cue case. Thanks for making it to the end, guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that regular stuff. It really helps the channel out. It tells YouTube that you appreciate what I do, okay? Remember, if you do purchase this pool cue, I do have that link in the description. That really helps the YouTube channel out as well, okay? I'm just a small-time player, but I really do appreciate that. So, in the meantime and in between time, I will catch you on the flip side. Adios.